Alright everybody, Legitly is back again with another video. Today I'm going to be repairing my toilet. See, like I was telling you guys in my previous videos, this toilet right here that I got for free. I guess the people threw it out because of the fact that it was leaking. I can see why they threw it out, kind of. I mean, personally I wouldn't, but I can understand why they would throw it away. But all they had to do was buy something like this, a all-in-one purpose toilet repair kit. And so today I'm going to get it fixed. What I'll probably do is use everything inside of that kit today. First thing you're going to want to do is cut off your water, which I already did, and flush out all your stuff. So there's no water in here, I already flushed everything, I did that last night. It's still going to be a little wet in there. You're going to, if you want to, which what everybody would recommend is to get all the excess water that's in there out of there, but I don't really care because I never even used this toilet yet for anything. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and move the camera over here so you guys can see inside. I have it on a tripod, so I won't have to move it around as much. I am sorry that I have to move it at all, but it is what it is. So, see if I could get it in here as close as I possibly can. It's kind of hard to do a little bit. Not too hard, but a little bit. It's just because of the fact that my, there we go. My tripod and the frame of the bathroom, I have to, you know, move it around a lot. The frame kind of gets in the way, but, you know, it's fine. It's nothing too serious. Anyway, as you can see inside of here, it's just a regular toilet assembly. I'm trying to, there we go, get it kind of situated correctly where you guys can see everything. Just trying to be like really up over everything. There we go, nice and tight, perfect. Alright, now that I have the camera set up so you guys can see, I took off the toilet cover, and basically you still see there's some water in here, which isn't a huge deal. I'm not too worried about that. You're gonna want to start just taking everything apart. This is your toilet flusher. Yeah, take that off. What I'm going to be using for today is some lock pliers and some adjustable wrenches and probably flathead screwdriver. So pretty much, you know, adjustable wrench, another one, some lock pliers here, and flathead screwdriver. So whatever your toilet bowl requires, you know, I would recommend you using that. It should have, like, if you buy the kit, most likely they'll come with a set of instructions. Right now, if I can move, hold on. I'm trying to get everything all in the same shot here. Move this camera up just a little bit. Okay. Something like that anyways. There we go. Okay. Anyway, right now I'm gonna go ahead. There's a plastic nut on your there's a plastic nut on the lever on your flush valve. All you gotta do is just take it off. Try to be gentle because it is plastic. You don't want it to break. If you're gonna use it, I'm replacing it, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't like to break any kind of parts anyway. I'm just like that. So yeah. If you don't want to use your pliers, you can use an adjustable wrench, which I'm gonna switch to, so I don't want to strip the plastic bolt. Just make sure it's adjusted to the right thing. What? Alright. And you see how it's coming off now? think this is reverse threaded, which means you have to turn it clockwise in order to get it off. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to test that theory out now. Yes, it is. It's reverse threaded. So in order for it to get off, you have to actually put it like if you're going to screw in a bolt instead of a bolt off. So now that I got that off of here. Alright, see it came right off of there, no problem. It comes right out of the hole. You can put it back on there just to make sure you don't lose anything, which I would recommend. So I'm just gonna screw this back on here. Alright, set that to the side, that's out. Now, like I told you before, I already had cut off the water, which is the first thing you always want to do. Your water line you'll find around, just have to look on the left side of your toilet bowl and there'll be a little water spout, a water line coming from going to the toilet bowl up into this right here. And all you gotta do is just unscrew it. I already showed you guys, I think, in another video of me doing, like me putting in the water line and everything, so I'm not gonna show you me unscrewing it and all that. I will wind up having to tighten my water line up because it looks like it's leaking just a little bit, not a whole lot. I think it needs some more plumber's tape. I think I went a little too lean on my plumber's tape for most of my water lines, but I'll fix that today too. Anyway, now that I have the water line out, the first thing I'm gonna do here is rearrange the camera again real fast, so you guys can see exactly what's going on. Okay. Matter of fact, see the water line is on the left side of the toilet. And what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to pause the video and come right back in so I can show you guys. I have to drop, actually, no, I'm not going to pause, hold on. Drop my stuff down, my camera down just a little bit. I'm sorry about all the camera mess. Just bringing it down through my tripod instead of pausing the video a whole bunch of times. I am sorry. Alright, there we go. Now, bring this back up here a little bit. Okay, right there, you can see. Let's tighten this. Okay, you can see that right there. That's where your water line, this right here, gets screwed into here. That's your water line. Right underneath here there is a plastic bolt type, which is actually not on there hardly at all. I'm actually taking it off right now with my hand. All you gotta do is just unscrew it. And as soon as you unscrew it, a little water is gonna come out. It's fine. My stuff over here is fine if it gets leaked out like that, just because of the fact that the wood that I have actually has can let the water, there's cracks in there to let water come out. So I haven't finished I haven't tiled the floor yet or anything like that, so I left like little cracks and gaps inside of my flooring, so that way I could, since I'm working with water, want to be able to just flow right through the cracks of the wood. And plus this wood is really sturdy and rated for, like, if it was to get wet it wouldn't matter type. So anyway, now that that's loosened and the cap came off, and this is what the cap looks like, it just goes on there and you just screw it in. Then all you have to do is push up and then the water will come out, and this is the water that's left over. You can get a towel, like I said earlier, and clean all the water out. I just don't have to worry about it because, like I said, I got inside of these. It's down there. I'm gonna try to show you a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, down right here I have gaps that goes all the way through the flooring to the bottom of the shipping container underneath to the dirt and everything, so I don't actually have to worry about that. Okay, now that that part's out, I can pull that whole thing out of there. So what I'm going to do now is show you guys what I'm up to next. Alright. Alright. Sorry about all the wait and all the trouble and mess. I do apologize. I know it's taking a second for all my stuff. Alright. Now that everything is locked in, bring this back down. Alright, and as you can see right there, I have, let me zoom out so you can see everything. You can see that I have that little hole right there. There it is. It's kind of hard to see. It's right there. That's where this part goes into. That little gap down there. See? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. Like I said, I'm replacing the whole entire thing. So basically, what we have to do is take out everything. This is the overfill valve or something like that. I forgot exactly what that was called. But I'm replacing all this. So just take all that stuff out of there. All this stuff does not need to be in here anymore. I'm taking all this out. That was the flap. Sometimes, like if you're having trouble with your toilet stuff, flushing too much, usually you will have to replace that flap that I just pulled out of here. And let's see, how is this supposed to come off? I don't want to break anything. I haven't replaced the toilet in a very long time, so bear with me. You know, it's not rocket science. I'm pretty sure this just gets unscrewed out of here. And like I said, I'm not trying to break anything, but it doesn't really matter too much just because I'm trying to get to my I may need a bigger flathead screwdriver though. I'm gonna cut the video out and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, what I did, it was really easy. All I had to do is just move this over. And I adjusted my little adjustable wrench right here. These two bolts right here mount the top part of the toilet bowl to the bottom part of the toilet. So what I'm gonna do is use this flathead screwdriver. I have a really big one that fits right inside this groove right here, and underneath the same bolt right underneath the toilet there's a nut there that'll hold this part to there. What you're gonna want to do is just use your adjustable wrench to make sure that it's not going to move. Then you just want to unscrew it out. Sorry if I'm moving the camera. I do apologize. You could just unscrew it using the bottom bolt if you want. That's what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't really recommend using the flathead screwdriver because you don't want to strip that top bolt. So if you can do it with just your adjustable wrench on the bottom, I would recommend you do that. Just make sure you're going the right way to unloosen it. Just give me a sec while I go ahead and unloosen these bolts. It's just those two that actually mount the whole top toilet to the bottom part of it. Trying to get this all set up today. Just gotta be patient with your stuff. Don't mess up anything, because if you strip your bolt or anything like that is to happen, you will definitely regret it. You won't be able to get your stuff off of here. Alright, finally got it to where I can loosen it up. It's dripping a little bit, which is fine. As you can see, it's moving. And now you can see all I do is hold it and then unscrew it. Alright, and there goes all the parts right there. This washer, so basically it goes through the bottom of the bowl here, through this washer to hold on to this, then this nut right here, just like that. And it has a little washer that helps keep it from, damn it Hero, watch out. And then they got this washer right here that'll help block out the water from getting through to the bottom. But your kit will come with all this the same parts, so if you're replacing the whole entire kit, like using the whole toilet kit, then you should be okay. And so now the next part is getting the other side off, and then we'll go on from there. So let me just go ahead and start doing that real fast. Sorry the video's taking so long. I'm trying to be as fast as I can. I don't want to do a whole bunch of video editing for this because I want to show you guys step by step when it comes to this shipping container series and the problems that I've ran into. So that way if these problems was to occur with you, it won't be so bad. Not sure if I'm tightening it. You're already busy. Now that I got that, I'm here unscrewing it. And yeah, I'm looking right at my inlet for my water source for the toilet, and I do definitely see that my water is coming in from the like my water is dripping from the where I should have my tape at, so. Now that I have that unloosened, you can, if you're having trouble getting your bolt completely off of there, which I would recommend you doing, sorry about that, is getting your lock nut, your lock washer on there, locking a nut and locking it onto that nut. And then getting your, if you can do it now that it's loose, I would recommend you getting your adjustable lock wrench on there, and just go ahead and unscrew it with the screwdriver. So that way you don't have to worry about all that, and it will definitely come off. It's almost done. There it goes. Came out. There goes the bolt that you locked onto. If you decide to go that route, it's all up to you. And then, voila. Now you can freely move your whole entire, put this together, freely move your whole entire toilet. It should just lift right up out of here. Hopefully. Just like that. What I'm gonna do is flip it over and see how this right here is rotted away. You can get your flathead screwdriver that you were using to kind of pull this out. But this is the reason why it was leaking off on the sides. Because of the fact, I'm gonna move back a little bit. Because of the fact that this right here is rotted all the way. You can see all that deterioration. It's nasty, garbage. And you want to kind of make sure you clean up your edges here for when you put on your new stuff. Just be careful, you don't want to crack your porcelain. And you just want to get everything all nice and cleaned up. So I'm going to come across that with my handy broom that I've been using for this whole entire series since I don't have any scrub brushes. See this right here? I'm pretty sure you've seen this on my rooftop video that I was telling you guys about. All I'm going to do is just unscrew the stick part of that and just use the brush. And that'll keep me from having to go buy anything else. And I got some I got this from the Dollar Tree. It's nothing special. It's just it's called Awesome, I guess. It's some kind of cleaner. I'm just gonna spray that on here, right here. Nice, lather that up. And then I'm just gonna come across all that with this broom right here. Make sure it's nice and clean. That'll definitely get all that excess stuff off of here. Spray some more, why not? Clean it up real nice and good. I mean, this is a free toilet. Cost me 20 bucks, really, just to have brand new pieces put on. Now, it doesn't have to be completely slap perfect. I mean, just as long as you don't have to worry about any leaking. I mean, I personally, if you're gonna do something, do it perfect. I mean, try to anyway. Do it the best that you possibly can. Because else, why worry about doing it at all? Half-assing is just gonna cause you problems. See how I got most of that stuff off of there? Try to get all this stuff off for the most part. I just want my toilet to be real good, clean. As you guys could pretty much see, I mean, I will be using this toilet a lot, obviously. I mean, it's gonna be mine, and it's in my shipping container, so I have to be using it a lot. This is messy work, so if you're not prepared to do this, then don't. I know that, you know, you could wear gloves if you want to. The only reason I'm not is because I'm not really worried about it. I did clean this toilet before I installed it, obviously, and I'm just touching it up. And, you know, you can always wash your hands when you're done. I mean, I recommend that anyway. So all this stuff will come off. And you see this big nut right here? What you're gonna do to get that center pipe off of there is just get some pliers or anything that'll help get that nut off of there, because you will be replacing that as well. Alright, looking real clean. I'm liking this. Alright, now that everything's looking nasty, clean and nasty at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and wipe all that stuff off of there, or at least get some water or something to kind of just douse it off, rinse it off. You know, rinse it all off. So I'm just going to use some of the water out of the toilet bowl, kind of rinse all that off of there. Like I said, I had my stuff set up so where if I was working with water, it would just seep right into the water, so. Alright. So I'm just cleaning it off. Now that you can see that all that is taken care of, other than my fingers, I'm going to go ahead and scrub that off real fast too. Alright. Alright, now that all that is finished, I'm going to see if my lock pliers can actually fit onto that bolt right here. If it can't, you know, I'm going to have to find another way to try to get this off of here, because I don't have any other pliers that I could use. And I don't think I'll be able to. I will try something. I mean, it's plastic, it should be able to come off kind of fairly easy. I do have this will probably work. These are just some lock pliers that I've had for over a few years. They're just ones that really help clamp and mount stuff onto a flat surface. But since this is kind of flat around the edges and I don't have nothing else, I'm pretty sure I can use this. Don't want to tighten it too much. There it goes. See? I got that. But for future reference, if you decide to do this, I would recommend you getting some kind of big adjustable wrench. As you can see though, it comes right off of there. Just unscrew it, and voila, it pushes down. Move that out of the way. And as you can see, we cleaned up the whole entire toilet for the most part, from top to bottom, which is a good thing. I mean, you don't want to have a dirty toilet, so especially if you got it for free, you don't know what they were doing to it before you got it. as you can see, I got the whole nut off of here. And this part right here is just gonna fall down. I'm gonna flip this back over. And kind of move this out of the way here. Alright, now that that's out, as you can see right here, that's the whole part that got connected into the bottom. That comes out the bottom right here. So it just came in right there, just like that. Screw it on. We didn't need to replace the whole entire thing, but I just decided, since I have all these new parts, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take apart all my stuff. It's raining. I'm sorry about all the noise. It's just rain hitting the roof of my shipping container. Right now I'm going to go ahead and open all this up, get all these pieces out that I'm going to need. I'm going to show you how I'm putting it all together. Okay. First thing we're going to be using is, this is the part that I just was talking to you about that got rotted out. This right here will go into that hole right there. Sorry about the movement of the camera. I'm trying to position it where you can see all of this. Alright, this will go right here. That'll seal up the sides. And then this is that swivel part I just took off. We're going to take that off of there because we're going to need it to mount our float valve and all that to this part right here. So we have that, and like I said, the toilet repair kit did come with nuts and bolts. These two right here are the part that will go through the bottom of this bowl like I showed you, that I use my adjustable wrench for, to get the top and bottom unconnected, to connect them back up again. And these are the new ones. So they look exactly the same, nothing different. Just a big flathead bolt. And how you doing, everyone? I'm sorry about that. My camera cut out because the battery died, and so basically what I'm trying to show you guys here is I have my washer on my bolt right there. It's a rubber gasket, really. And getting all my stuff ready so I can mount this back on here. Sorry about all the tapping. It's raining inside my shipping container, like I said earlier. And not inside, but on top of it, so it's just hitting the roof. Just getting all the pieces I need for this stuff. I don't know if I should put this through and then put a washer in between this part. I mean, they didn't have one for that, so I don't think I really need one, which would be pretty pointless, and I don't want to waste any pieces that I may need, because that could be for something else. But yeah, washer on here, no problem. Then it goes onto one of these, and a screw will be on there. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and put this part through that hole right here. Go ahead and screw that on there. I'm going to set these to the side. And then make sure that that's in the right spot so I don't have to worry about it. And then what we're gonna do is get it kind of close. I'm gonna look in here to see where exactly I want my stuff positioned at. So that way I can go ahead and add my screws. That way the screws won't be in the way of anything and I don't have to worry about all that. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this up. Go ahead and use these lock pliers. They need to be smaller. This washer, I mean this nut that goes on there, the plastic nut, it's a little smaller than the one that we had just replaced with, so just make sure that it's nice and tight. Okay. It's not easy using these, but they are working. Let's see if I can use my adjustable pliers, maybe. No, maybe. I'm trying here. Let me see. It's a little harder than I thought it would be. It'll almost fit, but doesn't quite do it, so I'm just gonna stick with these. There we go. That should be tight enough. You don't want to break it, and it's just to help the seal be real snug up against the seal that's on this plastic part. So now we just lift it up. Put it right there. Make sure the seal's good, because it isn't. Hold on. Adjust it a little bit. Just want to see first. Just always double check your work, because if you don't put the seal on there right, you're going to have to take it back off and do it again. And obviously you don't want to keep having to redo something over and over again. There it goes. Better. Alright. Like I said, just make sure that it's on there good. So just do a whole 360 degrees look at it. The front and those sides look good. I'm checking the back here real fast. That's my cat meowing at me. Yep, alright. The whole entire thing is good. Alright. Sorry about all the movement, and thank you guys for being very patient. So I know this video is taking a little while. Alright, now we just add our screws down in here. We should, what I'm going to do is go ahead and clean that up real fast. Just kind of brush this off. Probably should have did that first, but just want to make sure that it's not going to get anything on there. There we go. Good. Make sure that the seal's good. I don't want nothing happening to this. So 1 and then 2 right there. Okay, I'm gonna bring you closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Alright, move over just a little bit if I can. There we go. Get up. There we go. Perfect. Now, as you can see, the 2 bolts go in there right there. And how this works is I will use the washer first, slide that onto the bottom of the bolts, and then tighten it down with these nuts right here. And for this, I will probably just go ahead and use my adjustable lock wrench, so that way it'll lock onto the bolts, and when I start, I can just screw in from the top using my flathead screwdriver. Once I get these going here. Alright, there goes one. Alright. That roof patch I did works great. I haven't had a single drop of water fall on me through that whole little thunderstorm that just passed by. Sorry about all the patience, guys. I know you guys are sorry about all the wait. I know you guys are being very patient. But it'll be worth your while knowing exactly how to do this. I mean, I know you can look up any YouTube video and look how to fix a toilet. But, I mean, there's been none that I know of for free toilets and shipping containers. So, you guys have that to look forward to with me at least, right? So, now what I'm going to have to do is tighten these down. Now, we're going to snug them up right now with just our fingers, because you don't want it to be too off on one side and too off on another side. So, just tighten down, make sure it's nice and balanced. Okay, now that I have it tightened down pretty well, I'm going to use my channel lock pliers to lock onto that bolt on the bottom, and then tighten it down some more with my flathead screwdriver here in a second. Okay. Doesn't really matter how you lock it on, just as long as you clamp onto the bolt, because once you start turning, even if you're turning the bolt, eventually the whole pliers is going to start turning, and then it'll smack against the side of your toilet, and then it'll be stuck, and then you can that's how you tighten it. Alright, it's locked on. Now, time to tighten my bolts up. As you can see, it's now I'm tightening it nice and tight. Alright, that should be good. Keep out all the water. Get on the other side real fast. Sorry if I move the camera, guys. The tripod's kind of in my way a little bit, so bear with me here. Alright. All this moving around, but it works. So now we just tighten this up some more. Alright, that should be good. That's that. Perfect. Now that we have this mounted, we shake a little bit, make sure it ain't going nowhere. Good. The seal is good, you just checked that. So now we move on to our next part, which would be this right here. Zoom out. Yeah, it's always zoomed out. Anyway, this is the part that I was telling you guys that goes in right here into this little hole. I don't know if you can see it. Probably can't. It's kind of hard to. There you go. Oh. Yeah, that's good right there. That hole right there, this is where it goes in at. So now we gotta get the washer. It comes with the washer. Like I said, the kit has everything, so it'll be alright. And what we're gonna do is just slide this washer onto this part right here. This is all American stuff. I don't know what kind of toilet you're using. I'm not gonna guarantee this is gonna work for every toilet out here, only the American ones that are in the US. Alright, now that I have the washer on there, as you can see, this part goes in right here, and voila. Now, after that, on the bottom, you'll have this bolt. Remember I told you I took the one off of the other one, so all you gotta do is just, you seen those grooves a second ago, all you're doing is just screwing this onto that part. It's not rocket science. Pretty sure you guys would notice. Basically all this does is just slide onto these grooves that I just put the washer on. So, alright, now we just go ahead and do that, tighten this up. You don't have to tighten it too tight, because right now we're just trying to adjust it to where we want it at. And next would be our float. Alright, adjusting everything. Now that we have the two main parts out, I'm just looking at the whole thing real quick. I could have put a rubber washer on the bottom of that regular washer, but I didn't. I don't care about that right now. It's not like it really needs it all that much. Okay, now we're getting closer to the final stuff. This right here goes into this part. As you can see, this right here goes into this just a water hose part. Fills this up. Just trying to make sure that I connect it correctly. So yeah, this part goes on right here. Just make sure you push it all the way on there. Just like that. And then this part goes onto this little clip. Try to show you everything here. Alright. Which will go on the side of here. Which I'm not sure if I want it there or not, to be honest, because this is looking pretty high up here. I may have to cut this down. Which you can do. I mean, if you have to cut something, I mean, then cut it if you have to. So I could come with my grinder cutter and just cut some of this plastic off, which will then allow me to put the cover on here, because obviously it's kind of up over the lip a little bit. And I'm going to leave it for right this second just to see if I need to or not. So let me just go ahead and put this on real fast. Alright, and then this part goes in just like that. And they have some clamps right here. All they do is just hold on to the part that it's getting pushed onto. The plastic. It's nothing serious. Just make sure that you move everything around that you need to move around. Adjust what you need to adjust. There we go. Push this all the way in there. Okay. Put that little clamp right here onto that, and then this one goes onto the one over here. I'm not sure exactly what that does. I've never actually looked up this whole schematic that I'm looking at right now. Oh, that plastic part that's on there is called a water level. It's a special feature. It's called a water saving feature, the roll clip clamp, which I'm probably not even really going to use because I don't really need to. I will adjust my water how I need it, and I'll show you guys that probably in this video. I'm just double checking to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Anyway, that's how it goes. Like I said, this is kind of high up, but I will, let me see if I could just push it down a little bit, kind of. I don't want to really bend it. I'll just slide this over down here, kind of push that right there. Something like that anyways. As long as it's in there. Anyway, now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this down some more. Turn it a little bit. And then it came with a new handle, my flush handle. So remember I told you it's reverse threaded, so if you're tightening it, you're going the wrong way. You gotta reverse. So you slide that out just like this, and you stick it through your hole. A second. Move the camera up just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Right there should be good. Alright. Now, stick it through your hole right here. Just go down, turn it upwards. Stick this part on. This should fit right in here, hopefully. There it goes. Like I said, it's reverse threading, so you gotta, to tighten it, you have to go the opposite way, like if you're loosening it up. I'm almost done here. Nice and tight. I am going to use my adjustable wrench here real fast to tighten this up a little bit here. Goes downward to tighten, remember, because the other way is loosening it. So you want to make sure that it's nice and snug because you use this part a lot and you want to make sure that it's not going to go nowhere. Plus that'll help bring in, it'll help bring your flusher valve closer to your toilet, which is a good thing. That should be good. And then you just add your string right here. You adjust it to where you want it at. And it does have an adjuster on the bottom as well. Obviously I'm going to probably click it right here. And then right here. The center one. See, it's kind of low. So since this one kind of goes low, we're going to have to bring our linkage lower. So what you're going to do for that is take this off. Move over a little bit. Take this part off right here. Zoom in. Hold on. Zoom in a little bit. Pop that off of there. There it goes. And then just kind of look with your eyes to see exactly where you need it at. And this right here is an adjuster. It has levels. I'm just gonna go to max, so that way I know it's got the whole thing covered up. I'm using this first this first one right here. I don't know if you can see that. This first hole on the valve here. Like I said, it's just a chain, so you just add your connector part right there to your chain, and then this part to that first level that I was trying to show you, just right there. So then perfect. I mean, it's kind of a little too high, I believe. Maybe I need to bring it a little more. Bring it up a little more. Hold on. There we go. Attach it right there. So, yeah. And that's kind of really high. So, all you gotta do is play with this. You just adjust it to where your toilet's for, basically, like where it's at. Like how I'm doing right now. Just trying to make sure that it works good for it. So, click on. Alright, everything should be done. It's not moving nowhere. Everything's nice and sturdy. Everything should be tight. I'm just going to tighten this up a little more here, because I didn't really tighten it the first time. The only other thing you're going to need with this kit, which I would recommend, is getting some plumber's tape. Can't stress that enough about the plumber's tape, because it does work great. Because when you go to connecting your inlet for your water source, you're going to need some plumber's tape for that threading on the bottom of this that I was trying to show you guys. So right here, this part on the bottom that I was showing you, the threads on there, you're going to want to go ahead and tape up with some plumber's tape. Make sure you use a good amount. You don't want any leaking. So now I got to re-tape my inlet source because it's leaking a little bit, and I know it's because I don't have enough plumber's tape on there. And I know that I've set up my YouTube for a few videos only for my subscribers, and this is information for you guys that subscribe to me. If you would please go ahead and comment below, leave a comment to let me know that you know, you subscribed and you want the URL, the link to my bathroom videos, my progress update stuff. Okay. Just let me know so that way I could go ahead and send you guys the link. I thought I could set it to private, so where only, you know, people who subscribe to me can get it, but they don't do it that way, I guess, which is weird. They should have. It would just make more sense, but you know, whatever. Alright, now that I got that, I'm attaching my water on the bottom. All I'm doing is just, after I've used my plumber's tape, I'm going ahead and start attaching my water source. Oh, don't move it too much. You don't want to. Sorry about that. Okay. It's doing that, and I just recommend you tighten that bottom one up a little bit. Alright, now that everything should be in place, I'm going to go ahead and turn this water on, see if we have any leaking, and see how it does. Alright, it's filling up. Now remember, I didn't adjust the height of the water or anything yet, so I'm just filling it up. I'll adjust everything in a second. How you adjust it is there's a screw right here that adjusts the height of the float valve that will cut off the water. We'll check for any leaking, which I don't see any, which is a good thing. Now, it looks like it may be leaking into my float, my bowl, toilet bowl. So I'm going to test that in a second. Alright. Flush it. Oh, that could have been the reason why I was leaking. It had a little piece of cardboard in between there. So that should fix that. Didn't know that. So double check underneath your gasket part, your rubber, to make sure that it's not releasing water. I did just flush it, and I don't see any water coming from that gasket part, so that part is fixed. That was the main problem I was having with my toilet. Everything else works. I'm going to save all the rest of those other pieces. It was just that rubber sealant that connects the top bowl to the bottom bowl. So yeah, I spent $20 on this kit, and then I'm probably gonna spend about another 10 to 20 for a toilet seat, a nice one. That's just me because I want to have a real nice toilet seat. But it works. I don't see it tripping. It looks like it stopped filling up the toilet. Yeah, everything's good. I don't see it running anymore. We're all good on that. The toilet is completely fixed. All we gotta do now is just put the lid on. Zoom out. Alright. We'll flush it one more time. Checking everything. Show you guys. So it is working. I see no leaks, so that's a good thing. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna adjust the camera so that way you guys can kind of see everything. I do apologize about all this camera movement. I just want to make sure you guys see all of my work here. I would stop the video a lot, but that'll just be a pain. Alright, fill up the toilet just fine. Double check everything just to be on the safe side. I don't want any problems with leaking. I see no leaks. Everything looks to be in order. It ain't going nowhere. The toilet is completely installed. No more problems with leaking. We're all good on that one. So, I hope you guys liked the video. Please like, subscribe. Any other information you guys want or need, just let me know. Like I said, this is a free toilet. I just put a new toilet repair kit on it and a new toilet handle, which looks a whole lot better than that gold one that came with. I like that silver one right there. As you can see, it looks really nice. So, yeah, everything is good. I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, to the people who have subscribed to me, just let me know that you have subscribed and that you want the URL, because I'm not going to know otherwise. I'm sorry about that. And yeah, this is Legit Lee here signing out. You guys have a nice day.